Hi, my name is Samuyiwa, and I'm a football performance coach. So I want to talk about one of the guys that I work with who's very close to me. His name is Santino Samuyiwa. So obviously, yeah, we're related, he's my son. So I'm not going to go so much into his football ability because as his father, people might think that I'm being biased. So I'll leave that judgment to other people. But what I want to talk about regarding Santino is that this is a guy who the only thing that I feel that can stop Santino from becoming a professional football player is Santino himself. If he loses the drive, if he loses the passion and the commitment to the sport and the dedication. So basically, for me, the only person that can stop him is himself. Why do I say that? Because his mindset is outrageous. I've worked with many athletes, senior athletes, junior athletes, world-class athletes in many different sports. And his mindset is like one of the top professionals. His characteristic is that, again, he's so passionate about it that if you tell him he can't do something, he's going to go out there and try to prove you wrong. He's going to go out there and make sure that what you told him he couldn't do, he's going to go out there and do it. So even sometimes I say to him, don't do that, don't do that. He's listening, but at the same time he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Because he feels that it's a challenge. So he loves the challenge, he loves the challenge. And with Santino now, obviously, for me, he could have done many different sports. When he was young, we did many sports, but I didn't want to really focus on football so much when he was young. We started focusing on football when he was like 12, 13 really. So in the beginning, he was playing tennis, boxing, playing basketball, doing track and field, sprinting. What else was he? Yeah, he was doing. He was even singing in the choir because he was doing many different things. So I didn't want him to focus just on football. So for me, he could have taken an easier route to success because football for me is one of the toughest things you can do because it's so political. You can be the best player on the pitch, but you could be on the bench the next day. You can score a hat-trick, but be on the bench the next day. So football for me is very political. Whereas when it's like track or even tennis, that he was very good at, if you win the game, you win the game. You win the race, you win the race. There's no politics involved there. There's no like you need to be the son of a famous football player to come somewhere. If you're good, and that's it. That's all you're judged upon. So when he said to me, when he's about 13, I think, yeah, Dad, I want to focus on football now. And trust me, I did everything I could to make him quit football and go back to what I thought would be easier for him to be successful in, like sprinting or tennis or boxing or rugby or even basketball. But every time we went on a training camp, I said, right, after this training camp, I'm sure you're going to quit because I'm going to train you so hard. I'm going to break you. And he said, okay, bring it on. That's his mindset. And he'll get through it. And then after a while, I realized, hey, there's no point me trying to stop him from playing his sport. It's better just to focus on getting him as good as possible. So now he's 16 now. So we've been training pretty much, specifically on football the last 3 years. He's been doing great, developing. He's now playing in Real Sociedad in San Sebastian. It's one of the top Spanish clubs. He's in their academy. He's going to develop even more there. So for me, to move from home at such a young age, we had to prepare him for that, obviously. But you can never prepare someone for what they don't expect. So for him, it's another challenge. So he's ready to meet that challenge, and let's hope that he can continue to progress. So for me, the main thing that I want to say about Santino Samuyiwa is his mindset is more or less unbreakable. He has built that up over a period of time, and he's taken every challenge he's had to take on, he's overcome it. So God willing, he will continue on that path and stay focused, stay dedicated, and we'll see what happens in the future. But I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to talk about his football ability. I could say so much, but then it will look like I'm being biased. But he's a modern day football player. He started playing as a centre midfield player. Then he progressed to be a striker. He can play anywhere along the front line, on the left wing or the right wing, as a number 9, as a number 10. Like I said, he has great attributes, but I'm not going to go too much into detail about that. Coming up to this, you'll see some of his training clips and some of his when he plays football, and then you'll hear Santino talk about how we've worked over the last few years. Thank you.
Opet lopta na lijevu stranu za Davudija, onda Mulugeta, pa Samuyiwa puca i Samuyiwa pogađa u 41. minuti.
Wider, wider. Wider and bend the knee more. Front knee. More explosive.
Hi, my name is Santino Samuyiwa. I'm 6 years old and I play for Real Sociedad. How David Samuyiwa has helped me in my career. I've had many coaches in my life, but they mostly focus on either the technical part or the physical part, for example. David, he focuses on the technical, the physical, the nutrition, the mental, everything that you need, all these aspects you need to become a successful athlete, for example. And he's good and he's amazing in every one of these aspects. As well as many coaches doesn't do this, in my opinion, and that's what David does. He puts minor details into every of these aspects. So, of course, when you put minor detail into everything, that extra more explosiveness, that extra like mental thinking, that when you can't do anything more, you do that little extra. So you always do an extra, you always staying ahead of your opponent or your competition or whatever, so you always steps ahead. And this is how David has really evolved me and helped me progress my career to become where I am today. So many thanks to him to where I am today. So thank you.